I love writing dark mental health content simply because for many years I struggled with depression, anxiety, and overcoming suicidal ideation. So, one of the main ways that I processed my emotions was to write my emotions and stories and experiences, which contained a lot of dark stories and dark emotions. These are very, very real, vulnerable emotions. And if you are someone who appreciates dark mental health content, if you can resonate with it, then that's really, really cool. But if you don't like that, it's perfectly understandable. The piece that I am about to share is about my dad, and I'm shaking because it's very vulnerable for me. I wrote this a couple months ago, and I'm just now developing the courage to share it and just to share dark mental health content in general. But I lost my dad a couple months ago, and these were the early stages of my grief. I don't feel the negative emotions of within this piece anymore, but just a little backstory. I Me and my dad, we did not have like the greatest relationship, but even then we both really loved each other. And I think sometimes as a parent and a kid, it's really hard for us to be able to communicate that with each other. But I wrote this for my dad after he passed away. So I've never actually read this out loud to anyone, so I'm nervous. So please forgive me for that. Okay. I'm forced to remember all these memories ever since we placed your body to rest underneath the floral reefs. The colors of royal blue and white hide in the corners of my eyes, and this grief is too much for me to handle that I almost wish I could have kept your frozen body longer so that I could lean my head on your casket for a bit of comfort. But my selfishness could only live within me to never be seen, and I'm forced to question how long to carry on my resentment, because they're only getting heavier by the days and will never resolve. What is the point of hating a deceased body who can't even look back at me? And what is the point of pointing my knuckles at your face in frustration and desperateness? I prayed that you'd be with me, like we exchanged our words that one night you'd spend more time with me. Did you ever grieve those memories when you were still alive? Before we learned how to fight and one must die if the other wins, we couldn't get past our own desires, so it was even harder to put our pride and defenses aside. I have so much that I have yet to say to you, so much that I want to hear from you, and things I had hoped I'd hear someday. My dream was to take you with me beyond the world we knew. Get you new clothes, new shoes, new cars, and a house that you could look at and smile so hard you'd cry, saying, "Damn right, this was the life I had envisioned." But no matter how fast I ran for the finish line, the closer in sight it was, the harder it was to reach for it, and I started to doubt myself. I drowned myself in self-hatred, and all this chasing sent me down a spiral. Dad, I've gone suicidal, never-ending episodes. My partner sees me try to go, and I hated myself for what a superhuman couldn't even do. I suffocated myself even when the voices in my head begged me not to. And all I ever wanted was to get us out of this dirt poor, cursed life, and maybe you and Mom could breathe for the first time. Smile at each other and say, "Now we can go back home, the kids are waiting." But now, Mom sleeps alone, doom scrolling through your photos. The time keeps ticking and I'm terrified. Living my whole life in fear and uncertainty. I'm so afraid of losing someone that I love, and I know people tell me not to live my life this way, but what the fuck am I supposed to do because I've lost you? And Dad, I don't want to worry, but I can't sleep on the nights I think of you a lot. My body trembles and I gotta find myself whispering, "I miss you, Dad," as I swallow my spit. And I gotta keep myself quiet and the breathing just right, or else I'll cry looking for you again. No one could have ever prepared me for this pain, even though we all knew that someday you'd have to leave us behind, and I thought it was gonna pass by because of my resentment. But the more it hit me that you're truly gone, the more I realized how terrifyingly painful your absence has been, and I'm so confused and angry at the world, living it even more in the way that we both had never wanted me to. Almost followed you a couple times while I stared at the blank wall, and I feel so suffocated watching other kids laugh with their dads, asking myself, why can't that be me too? And life is so unfair. Knowing your past and your personality flaws, I still miss you, and I still love you so much that it hurts when I remember how it feels to so badly want your hand on my head and your blessings in my ears, telling me how proud you are and that I am good enough as I am. And I'm forced to sit with these thoughts while the world carries on as if your death meant nothing, because human life is normal to me, it's passing someday. And I'm forced to cling on to life without your presence, and there's just so many memories. So many memories, and I can't bring myself to accept that we've buried you in what is now your new home, a home we cannot visit, a home we cannot knock on the door to, and we can only stand on the melting snow and remember your face, set up meals on the grass and talk to your ghost. And life is scary, Dad. Everyone carries a life through to its end, and someday we all pass, leaving someone else behind, and it's so hard to find the will in such a burdened way of living. But even then, all I can do is ask you to guide me to where I can heal enough so that I don't leave behind the ones still here, looking to me as a source of comfort and a source of family. I don't know if I mean this or not. I can't say it for sure. But please help me, Dad, and guide me. It's still really hard to read that. Yeah, that I feel like it's a chapter of my grief in my life that I want to close and let it go and make peace with my resentment. I don't resent him anymore. After my dad passed away, I felt like that resentment just had nowhere else to go at all, and I just love him, and I just want to be okay, and I want to remember the good memories, and that's how I'm navigating my grief. So I'm like so nervous, but thank you for listening.